Welcome back everyone to another episode of Base Sketcher. I have upgraded my armor. It's now shinier than ever, thanks of course to the guy down here. In the last episode we cured this villager over here and since then I've done a lot of trading. He's now maxed out and his prices are of course low due to the conversion. He's of course not the only one I've been trading with. You may spot those golden carrots down there, and I got those from his neighbor. Let's go pay him a visit. This one of course is a farmer, and I've been using him primarily as a source of emeralds, and those will come in very handy to quickly level up our future villagers. And speaking of future villagers, it's time to move these two to a new location. Now that's much better. I've rerolled this guy until he gave me efficiency 5 and now our tools are looking much better. And with this many villagers I would not be surprised if we had some golems spawning outside. Yep, there he is. And from up here it should be easy to create an iron farm. All we need really is a zombie to lure him over the edge. And yeah, with a lava pool down there, we just need to get rid of this pillar right now. It's in the way and it's ugly. Away with it. Okay, so with those trapdoors open, if we put a zombie on the very edge, iron golems will try to get him, but will fall right through and the zombie will be safe and sound. Allow me to demonstrate. Ah. Flawless execution. Jokes aside, there were only a couple tweaks I needed to do to make this thing fully functional. There is now an additional trapdoor that prevents the iron golem from crossing the bridge and a roof for the zombie so that he would not burn. And yeah, as you can see, now golems spawn, they see the guy, they fall right through, and I get my iron. So to recap, we have a steady supply of armor, tools, and now iron. The only thing missing before we place or break some blocks is a plan. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is our base as seen from above, and before we can talk about what to build in here, we need to talk about where to build it and why is the location so important. Now I'm gonna make things darker here so the lines are easier to see, and I'm gonna contour the sides of the cave. And if you recall, the idea was to build our structures stuck inside of the walls. Now the position of one of those structures has already been chosen for me. Right around here is where I found a skeleton spawner, which of course cannot be moved, and if we want to space things out, that is gonna act as our anchor point. You see, we are playing on an online server, so the goal here is to minimize lag as much as possible. Manual farms and semi-automatic ones are not heavy on resources unless you are actively using them. The real problem of course comes with fully automated farms, cause as long as they are loaded, they do have an impact on performance, so we wanna avoid loading all of them at the same time. On the other hand, we do want to load each one of them as often as possible, cause we need them to produce items for us. So we need to strike a balance that is unique to each individual player. There is no single right way to do this. The way I'm going to approach this is by spreading out my redstone farms and by creating points of interest around them that I'm frequently going to visit. And in the spirit of lag protection, I'm also going to design all of my farms with a kill switch so that I can completely negate all block updates if I need to. So where do villagers come into play into all of this? The reason I chose to put the breeder in that middle location is because this time around I will not have a centralized trading hall, and instead I'll spread the villagers and group them thematically around those interest points. For example, the skeleton spawner could have a Fletcher nearby, a furnace array could have the armorer and toolsmith, so on and so forth. That being said, I'd like one of those points of interest to be right about there, in that corner. Let me see if I can sketch anything interesting so you can see my vision. The general idea would be to carve a little pocket inside of that wall and fill it with all kinds of greenery, like having a moss ceiling. Maybe later on we find a lush cave and we can add glowberries on the top, and on the edges it would be nice to have some leaves like acting like vines. I don't know. The only certain thing right now is that it's been too much time without a real build in here, so let's get to it. So what do we think about that? I think it's a nice start. It's not finished of course, so maybe it's too soon to judge, but that and the music both are setting the right tone for what is about to become all this place. Oh, and by the way, let me know if you would be interested in seeing this kind of stuff live on stream. That would be way out of my comfort zone, but I'm willing to try. Hey, okay. For such a simple setup, that's not half bad. Anyway, this is gonna be it for this episode, and if you've been enjoying this series so far, please do consider sharing it with a friend or two. Leave any feedback you have in the comments below, that of course helps a lot. And if you stick around, I will see you in the next episode. Bye!